Can you turn the Leviathan box into White Scars? He tried, and did he succeed?
Maybe.
Find out.
Welcome back to another week of the Kieran Show. Here we are. How are you, sir?
Yeah, not too bad. You've been, as you've seen from the intro, busy making White Scars out of Leviathan. After seeing people tell you that it's not a White Scars box, and you were like, ha!
Yeah,
let's go!
Absolutely right. I think there's something about the White Scars that I've always wanted to paint. Since reading the Horus Heresy books, I love them. Jagatai Khan is my boy. I love that guy. Yeah, they're just really cool. And you're absolutely right. Everybody did say the Leviathan box isn't White Scars. It's either Templars or Salamanders because there's loads of flamers and...
Ultramarines, that's where you go.
Oh, cry me a river, mate. Yeah, Forge World have got some amazing White Scars heads.
Take it or leave them. I'm not a White Scars fan.
Oh, they're lush. They're really, really, really cool. Must preface a huge thank you to Games Workshop for sending me the Leviathan box. When I was looking at converting some of the bits with inside the box, I realised the kits were crazy monopose. I think this happens with all of the boxes.
It's the same with all the push fit. It was the same with Indomitus. But from what I've seen of the kits that you've built, they've definitely stepped up a level compared to Indomitus. Although actually, I built the Tyranids from this box, and they did go together a lot. The only one that didn't and did need some sprue going is the Psychophage, which you lovingly painted as well. Actually.
I did. I love that model. I thought that was great.
Anyway, let's talk about
yes, we're going to
White Scars.
Talking White Scars and Leviathan. But yeah, so there was only one model in this kit really that I knew that I could absolutely confidently build, and that was the Librarian turned Stormseer. You'll see a little picture up now, but he's wicked. He's a very, very cool mini. By the way, so his staff, some people have already mentioned, comes from the Master of Possession kit, the Chaos Space Marines kit. People have been like, heresy! But it
is heresy.
It sort of is, but it's probably like the most tribal looking staff in 40k, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, unless you go with like...
The closest was Tiggy from the Ultramarines, but I didn't want to buy an Ultramarines character because they suck.
Tiggy's a good one.
Yeah.
The only way you could have got more tribal is if you cut like the arm off a Sylvaneth branch witch or something.
Yeah, no.
That would have been like proper like old man stick.
Didn't want it.
It's
stuck. Oh, that's the point I was going to make. So Master of Possessions. So obviously I was looking at the tribal staff from the Master of Possession, and I thought, well, that's fine. I'll just go on eBay. What's he going to be like? 10 quid? Maybe. No, he was £50. 50 No, basically, I'm not paying 50 quid for a Master of Possession.
Wasn't he in the Start Collecting box?
He was. He's been tied to boxes.
He was in Shadowspear because I had one.
Yep. And now he's not in anything. He's not available. So that's probably why he's that expensive. So I just snapped it off mine.
Just cut off your own miniatures and gave it to a White Scar.
Yeah, I did.
That is heresy.
The greater good.
That's like the reverse of heresy, though. Because you took it away from...
a Chaos and I gave it back to the Imperium. Yeah, kind of nice. But yeah, no, so I went with it. And I was like, well, I'm not paying 50 quid, I'll just take mine. And then I gave his axe to my Chaos guy. And it's kind of cool, not as good as he did before. But yeah, it's what it is. You're doing the things.
What did you do? Yeah. What did you do to the rest of them then?
So the rest of them, they're really monopose. They're really, really tight. The kits were amazing to put together. I want to mention that now. Like, I think I'll be the first person to say if you're just throwing my things around. With these ones, they're crazy monopose, and the options that come with them, they're very, very, very limited. Anybody that's picking up the Leviathan box, you've probably already got it. You'll realise...
I will have by the time this comes out.
You absolutely will. There's like no head options, no weapon options. You just get what's in the box.
Isn't the only changeable thing is on the Terminator Captain? You can give him the Terminator head or the Phil Mitchell head.
Oh, Terminator Captain, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And you can do the same with the Pyre Blaster.
Phil Mitchell is a bold English soap opera guy.
Yeah, in any other video I'd be like, go and watch what we're referencing, but don't watch EastEnders, your brain will melt outside your ears. Yeah, so with these guys, because of the lack of options, I was like, I'll buy some heads. So Forge World have got some amazing heads, especially with the Heresy range. the White Scars ones are very cool. So I picked up some Mark 6 and the Mark... I want to say 3, but I think I'm wrong. But yeah, so I use those. So some of them are the same, some of them aren't. They also come with like top knots as well, which is obviously like super White Scars. Yeah, so these are the Mark 6 ones. I'll be honest, I don't really like beaky helmets. I think they're a bit meh.
That's what I was. That's what was how I was.
I was like, what are you doing?
That's how I imagine their faces in them.
For the Emperor. But yeah, no, so I'm not crazy on beakies, but they look quite cool in Primaris armour, I'll be honest.
Controversial take that is, because people really like beakies, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But you know what? This is a hobby. It's all relative. You can like what you like. But yeah, so I started to use those. Obviously, you'll see in some of the footage that's maybe overlaying this video, I put the beakies on the Pyreblasters because there's more of them. The other alternative heads that I picked up on Forge World, they looked a bit more menacing, maybe, like a bit more elite. Yeah, those are the ones. So I put those on my Stern Guard, and then I also did it on the Terminator Captain as well. I'll obviously we'll have pictures by the time that we're actually releasing this video, but I'm thinking of going alternative colours between the two, but well, I guess we'll see. But yeah, and then last but not least is the Terminator kit. These go together like a dream, an absolute dream. I cracked out these 5 in maybe 15 minutes. They are rapid, absolutely rapid.
I mean, you didn't put heads on them.
I didn't put heads on them, but who's counting? Yeah, so I really wanted to turn these into ebon cachings from the Horus Heresy era. So they are the cool ones with like samurai glaives and like they're all black and they're in Tartarus armor and stuff. So they're not very like 40k, but I don't care. So there's that.
There we go.
Yeah. So
to be fair, it's, as you'll have seen in the pictures that are posted, it's amazing how much, in general, with kit bashing, how much difference a head swap makes.
Yeah, it really is.
Like the Terminator Captain, as you'll have seen, he's only had just that Forge World head slotted in there. But it really changes the whole atmosphere of the miniature. Same with the staff on the Heresy guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's the Stormseer.
Yeah.
They're very, very cool. And I think White Scars specifically are a very tasteful... Tasteful is not the word I'm looking for.
Tasteful. There's nothing tasteful about Space Marines.
They have a look, is what I'm trying to say. What's the word for that?
Aesthetic.
They have an aesthetic. Nailed it, sure. Yeah, so I really wanted to lean into that, and the heads do an amazing job of that. I also picked up the Horus Heresy transfer sheet for White Scars. Loads cooler than the 40k one. Infinitely cooler. But yeah.
I still think you should have got the Night Lords one when we did those, because that was really cool.
Well, if our Combat Patrol challenge rears its ugly head and I get Chaos Space Marines, I tell you what, I'll do it. Book it. But yeah, no, these have got
any. Have you got any other bits that you're going to add? Maybe some pelts.
Maybe.
Do you think?
So I thought about it, and I think
obviously at this point in the video, you'd have seen them.
Yeah.
Whether they did have pelts.
I think I was thinking about pelts, and honestly, I'm not going to.
You're not going to do pelts.
No, I'm not going to do pelts. I did think long and hard about it.
They'd be too Space Wolves-y, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think. Obviously, like some Space Wolves, some White Scars, have pelts, but they predominantly have things like beads and feathers, very sort of like Asian-esque, like aesthetic. Nailed it.
You've learned a new word today.
Using aesthetic on point. But yeah, so I think it's one of those things. But yeah, I've loved building them. I really have. And truth be told, my 10th edition goals and promises have been a real test with these. Have been a real test.
White Scars army is going to take the place of that Emperor's Children army.
I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't.
I really hope it does, because I'm more susceptible to breaking those promises, so it'll make me feel really good
if I did it first.
You did it first.
Sure, for goodness sake. But I think the most exciting thing with these guys is having White Scars to play on like battle reports on the channel. I think it's just like another flavour. Like we've got quite a lot of diverse armies that we can showcase for 10th edition battle reports, which it should be really cool.
Necron army, as you'd have seen in our challenge.
There's loads. Is that? It's a
you'd have actually at this point you'd have seen all these painted, because we would have hopefully completed these all in 12 hours.
For sure. And Nids as well. So we got...
They're not going to be completed in 12 hours. Just like spoiler alert. I'm going to fail hard, as you'll have probably already seen, on that Tyranid challenge.
I tell you what, if you have seen our 12-hour Tyranid Space Marine Leviathan challenge, and Kieran does succeed, go back, write a little comment and say, I told you so.
I won't do it. Calling it now.
But yeah, no, they've been wicked. They have been really cool. And truth be told, all I want to do is add vehicles, but I shouldn't.
You need some bikes.
I know.
You know what you can still buy?
The Outrider kit?
The White Scars Christmas box.
Oh, the one with like 1 million bikes.
The one with 1 million bikes. I mean, it's
no
bikes.
You know what?
Box.
Can you kitbash? No, it's going to be too expensive.
Why? What are you thinking?
I really like the jet bikes. White Scars on jet bikes is just cooler than
that's a surefire way to burn a hole in your... Because what do you get? You get 3 jet bikes in the new kit?
Yeah, they're quite spenny, and they're always sold out as well, because they're really popular in Heresy.
Would they work with... Because you'd have to put a Primaris Marine on them.
Oh, yeah, maybe it wouldn't. Oh, that's sad. That's very sad.
Maybe just
fine. Outriders.
Cover...
Are Outriders cheap? Not to buy, I mean like eBay.
Yeah, because loads of those actually came in the Imperium magazine. No, I think maybe you should buy yourself the White Scars Christmas box.
Oh, I don't have the money.
Lies!
I can't. Hang on, let me just have a look. Space Marine. 5 for £30.
Buy now!
Well, no, it has best off or best offer.
Lowball them, 10 quid. Do you remember the whole... It still goes on, the whole thing with Facebook Marketplace. What's the lowest you take? So, complete tangent, which is what we like to do. In COVID, I was trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace a copy of Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch. And I had some weirdo on Facebook Messenger was like, oh, what's the lowest you take? I'll give you £10. I was like, no. And I was like, it's worth more than that on trading. And and he was like, yeah, but it's COVID. Like, times are hard. And I was like, okay, I'll trade it for toilet roll.
I'll give you something that you're in dire need of. Yeah, so I put an offer in for the Outriders.
In the space of this video, you've gone from, no, I'm not starting at White Scars Army,
but it's a really, really low ball offer. Okay, so if this guy sells me 5 Outriders for £18...
Yeah, but
that's unbelievable.
But then, what you're prepared to pay, what, 30 quid for them originally? That other £15...
Oh, no, I wasn't going to spend 30 quid for them originally. I'd never spend £30.
Yeah, but then the man math things are off. I spend £15 more. Look how many miniatures I've got.
Your logic is...
deeply, deeply flawed and correct.
Yes, mainly flawed. But yeah, thank you very much for watching our little White Scars video. I hope that you've had an amazing time with the launch of 10th edition and the launch of the Leviathan box set.
And we hope you, because at the time of recording, we don't know if it's sold out, so hopefully everybody that wants one managed to get one.
Yeah, I really hope everyone got one, because I'm really looking forward to seeing some homebrew chapters and maybe some chapters that nobody really sees anymore. That'll be really nice. But yeah.
Let us know what you think of... It's small. It's a small White Scars kit bash, I guess, just with the heads. But the paint job really sells the old Libby.
I think so. Have there been any examples as well that you've done little potential head swaps? Tell us about it. Tell us about it in the comments.
Oh, one head swap that did really work for me. The Dark Angels. I put the night,
the cowled one.
The hooded night heads. I put them on my blade guard.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
But that changed the whole atmosphere of that.
Ripping up the aesthetic, a bit sweet.
I did have to get. I got the company champion, which was a super limited edition.
It was when you bought it. Then 2 weeks later, we went to make to order.
I was going to say you could make to order it the other week. I wasn't annoyed at all. I didn't. To be fair, I didn't pay that much for it. Probably more than.
Yeah, I know how much you spent.
Yeah, but it's really cool because and then I cut the head off it and then put a cowled head on instead.
Unbelievable.
A Batman.
But yeah,
hot take: Christian Bale is the worst Batman ever. We need to end the video there before I start an argument.
I can't move past that.
You're gonna have to because I'm right.
No, I'm gonna have to because it's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have bought into Leviathan, maybe you haven't bought it yet, go and check out our new affiliate partner.
Our
brand new affiliate partner.
Hobby Workshop.
Hobby Workshop UK. Woo! We've been chatting with those guys for quite some time. We always shop with them.
Yeah, we do.
Always.
Great, great guys. They're always really responsive. If you need something. So, for example, when we did our whole Wrath of the Soulforged King,
they sorted us out.
They sorted us out for that, just because that was a bit of a nightmare to get hold of for us at the time.
That's it. Amazing discounts. Amazing.
Great service.
Money. Yeah, it's a top-notch little gaff, that is.
Go buy your stuff. You don't need it, but go buy it anyway.
Yeah, and everything that goes through that affiliate link helps us with the channel as well. So win-win for everybody. But yeah, thank you so much for your time. And I guess we'll see you next time.
See you later.
See you later.